Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go, with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A hiker was taken to the hospital after a buffalo encounter in Custer State Park.
South Dakota Game, Fish and Parks says it happened around 3:30 Mountain Time Monday afternoon. Officials say the hiker and buffalo scared each other and the buffalo hit her on the hip.
First responders moved the animal from the area so crews could help the hiker. She suffered 9 life-threatening injuries. GFNP
says more buffalo safety signs will be put up in the park. Visitors are reminded to keep their distance from all wild animals.
An elderly Sioux Falls victim was scammed out of $200,000 in June.
Police say the victim reported having computer issues and spoke with someone pretending to be with a fraud department related to the software that was on their computer. The person then instructed the victim to download an app on their computer and assisted them with the app.
Eventually, the fraudster told the victim to make wire transfers at their bank. The victim was given a script to read to the bank teller. They told the teller that the money was for home remodeling.
A recount in Sioux Falls' mayoral runoff election has upheld Christine Erickson's victory.
The recount has her with a 4-vote victory over Jamie Smith, who told us last night he was not conceding the race. He also said taking his case to court is a possibility.
We ran a race here and we've won 3 times in a row. I intend to be the next mayor of Sioux Falls.
We will look at all of the options out there and make sure we look at this before we make any further determination of what's next.
Erickson won the runoff election by 2 votes. She's set to be sworn in as Sioux Falls' next mayor on Friday, July 17th.
Ahead of that, we'll be watching to see if Smith's campaign files a legal challenge.
Well, now let's get a check on our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Summer. Good morning, everybody. We'll have numbers in the 80s, 90s, downright hot for some of us, and it will remain hot too. For this coming weekend, temperatures in the 90s and the 100s. Here's our forecast today. We will watch northeastern South Dakota. There may be a couple of isolated thunderstorms that can develop, I would say around 5 o'clock or after, enough to mention it. And you do notice, the chances there range anywhere from 20 up to 40% in Marshall, Minnesota. You see the numbers in the 80s and 90s, but they will be hotter this weekend. And Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. The temperature is rising outside, which likely means air conditioners all across KELOLAND are heavily running.
Service techs at J&R Mechanical and T have been busy recently helping people keep their houses cool. And while the main reminder for them is to change your filters regularly, they also have this tip.
So it helps to leave your thermostat at the temperature closer to where you want it instead of running it up during the day. Some people do that, but it takes a lot to get it back down on a hot day sometimes. So.
Another tip is seeing if your utility provider has smart thermostats available that can help save on energy bills.
Turkey Rock Farms in Brandon hosted a pair of soft openings this week.
The local family farm had a limited supply of cucumbers, squash, radishes, and other vegetables. There was a line of people waiting at the door when the market opened each day, and the veggies sold out quickly.
People love to get a fresh picked vegetable. There's just a quality and there's a taste difference. We pride ourselves on picking everything every morning. So you're getting the freshest, most nutrient dense vegetable without having your own garden.
Cherry Rock hopes to be at full capacity in the next 7 to 10 days. We provided a link where you can follow along with the farm's progress under this story on KELOLAND.com.
The Brookings Summer Art Festival is back again for the 55th time.
The festival will feature vast amounts of artwork for people to enjoy.
People think painting, pottery, sculpture, but we have leather work, metal work, all kinds of jewelry. We have wood functional things, a plate, a serving piece, something like that.
The festival begins tomorrow at Pioneer Park.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look on your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, as we look at weather today, I want to bring up the latest on Futurecast because, as Scott just mentioned, maybe we get 1 or 2 isolated thunderstorms later today in eastern KELOLAND. Not very many of them, but just putting that out there as a possibility, and mainly after 4 o'clock in our peak heating of the day. Otherwise, we've got a few more clouds, a little thicker this morning in southern KELOLAND, but those will kind of break up as well. A lot of us will be in the 90s west of the James Valley all the way back to Rapid City. 94 degrees is our forecast high today in Rapid City and also near Pierre. Any of those storms on radar, again, they'll fizzle out, it looks like tonight. And tomorrow, well, we really kick into high gear this heat wave. We've got 100 degrees forecast for Rapid City, probably close to that level in Faith and Buffalo. That northwestern part of South Dakota will heat up the most for your Saturday. Sioux Falls, pretty close to 90 in the afternoon as we start to entrain the hotter weather from the west. And that's going to keep building as we go into Sunday. And as we finish out the weekend and get into next week, we already have extreme heat warnings for much of North Dakota, extreme heat watch for western South Dakota, and that easily could be expanded to a warning. There's a look at Sunday afternoon. 90s and 100s very common in our region. It looks like right now into Monday, very little change. We're forecasting as hot as 106 in Rapid City. So we've got to be watching those temperatures because critical fire danger will also follow that as the afternoon relative humidity in western South Dakota will likely drop between 10 and 20%. So that's a pretty big deal, especially as we string together several days of that kind of heat. We've got 88 today, Sioux Falls, 88 Brookings. We'll finish up on your 7 days. For right now, Sioux Falls, we're keeping things below 100 degrees, but it's still going to be in the mid-90s much of the time. Overnight lows are in the low 70s, so we don't get a ton of relief either during that overnight period. Aberdeen, you're closer to the century mark as we get toward Monday. And if we're not there, we're awfully close, and that's kind of how we'll hover here. Pierre in central South Dakota over the century mark on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And it looks like Rapid City and the west will also be above 100 degrees. So be very careful in the heat. Check out more details online at KELOLAND.com.